Okay, this time we're going to go to Unit 7, Lesson 29, the second part, still on sorting and counting, and we're going to go to page 196. Okay, on 196, we are going to look at shapes and tell what shapes are there and how many of each shape. So let's go through and let's count. So the first one we have is a square. So we're looking to see how many squares we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 squares, and I'm going to circle this one so I know exactly which number tells me how many squares we have. And then we have triangles, and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to circle this one, so that's the last number I counted on triangles. And then we have trapezoids, and we have 1, 2, 3. The reason you see the numbers already there is because I went through this once, and then I couldn't figure out where my last trapezoid was. So I started all over again. Okay, so we have 4 triangles, 4 squares, and 3 trapezoids. So I come down to the bottom, and it says we sort by shape, so we did that. Then you can make a tally chart to count. So this is a tally chart. I know that because it has tally marks. So it says how many triangles, and it says that we have 4. Well, let's see. What did we say on triangles? Yes, there were 4. So how many squares? Well, look up here. We said we had 4. So we put tally marks for those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And trapezoids. We ended up with 3, so we make 3 tally marks. Now, I want to make sure I got them all, so I'm going to count how many that I was sorting to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if I add these up, that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there were 11 altogether. And I'm going to write that as a number. Those are not tally marks. That's the number 11. Okay, now we did the tally chart, like it told us to. It says you can also make a chart with numbers. So instead of putting the tally marks, we're going to put numbers. So how many triangles were there? There were 4, so I just put a 4. How many squares were there? Well, there were 4, so I'm just going to put a 4. And how many trapezoids? And there were 3. So what kind of chart is this? Tally chart. And what kind of chart is this? Number chart. Okay, and I've used both of those charts in order to take the data I had and put them in a chart so that I can see it easily. So I can look at this chart and I can say, are there more triangles or more trapezoids? Well, there are more triangles. Are there more triangles or more squares? Well, it's the same. And so I can use my tally chart to be able to look at how many I have. Okay, then we're going to look at our book with the animals on it and see what they want us to do on this page. It says what shapes are there and how many of each shape, just like we did on the last page. It says, first of all, I'm going to sort by shape. Okay, so here is a hexagon, so I'm going to put the 1 above it because we can't see on top of it. 1, and look carefully through them. 2, and I'm going to circle that one because that's the last one. That was a horrible 2, wasn't it? Okay, then a rhombus. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to circle that one because that's the last one I counted. Then triangles. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to circle that one. Okay, did I get them all? It looks like it. Okay, so then it says you can make a tally chart to count. So I look down here and I see hexagons. So I look back up there. How many hexagons did I have? I had 2, and they have 2 tally marks. How about rhombuses? Well, I look up here at my rhombuses. The one I circled says I have 4, and they have 4 tally marks. And then triangles, I look up the one I circled, 3. I have 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's count, make sure we have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 altogether. Okay, and over here it says you can also make a chart with numbers. So now we're using numbers. So how many hexagons? We have 2. How many rhombuses? We have 4. And how many triangles? We have 3. And let's add those up. 4 and 3 make 7, 8, 9, 9. So we have them all. So once again, this is a tally chart because we are using tally marks. This is a number chart because we are using numbers. Okay, it says count the triangles. Fill in the last row of both charts in the example. And we did. Okay, so we finished that page. So on the back, for you to do, see how short these lessons are? If I get the page turned, you are going to see the same thing. What shapes are there? How many of each shape? Sort by shape. Complete the tally chart and complete the number chart, just like we did on the other page. Then down here, what is another way you can sort the shapes? Okay, we sorted those by shapes. Is there another way you could sort them? Look at them and tell me, write another way that you can sort them. You can sort them. And you're going to write, I can sort, because remember we're taking part of our question here, can sort the shapes. I can sort the shapes by, and then you're going to write here how you can sort the shapes. I'm having a hard time with the S and the SH, aren't I? Okay, so that shouldn't take you very much time. And like I said, you can keep playing the game. Have you played the game with your family of sorting? Okay, and you can keep playing that game. I think you saw I posted also where you could draw a rabbit and you could share it online if you want to. So you can make an Easter picture and post it if you want so the other people can see it. Okay, see you next lesson.